What is up? We got a little pull day today. Right now, we're gonna start with some lat pull downs. Just feel like starting with those today, no particular reason. Typically in my pull day, I usually start with single arm lat pull downs or single arm seated rows. Today we're gonna start with regular lat pull down. And yeah, I'm kind of break it down a little bit for you. Lat pull down is for, it is an upper lat bias exercise, so you will be feeling it in this region right here. This is like your lat teres area. Your lat dorsi kind of wraps into your lat teres into here, but you'll be probably feeling it most right in here in this region. All right, so what I always recommend is to, instead of driving your elbows back like this, drive them down towards the sides of your pockets. Try to put them in the sides of your hips, straight down, just like that. That way you're gonna really isolate this area. And instead of having that upper back pump where you start feeling your traps get engaged, your rear delts, you'll really feel those lats stretch out. Allow your scapulars to protract, meaning come outwards, right? Don't keep them nice and tight back. We want those scaps to come out. Two. Three. Four. I've got you guys in a weird spot. You're on the stack. Let's get one working set in here. We're at 130. Try to go for 14. Eight. Right here. That was a good set. That felt good. Definitely immediate engagement, but still got to do a better job at feeling it right here on my left side. I always have a hard time engaging the left side. Right side has no issue ever. All right, we got single arm seated cable row. This is a lat bias exercise. The importance of this is always keeping your elbow nice and tight to your body. Don't let it widen out. Keep it right in here. Drive your elbow back as if you're gonna elbow somebody behind you. Don't think of your grip so much. Don't grip the thing super hard. Your hands are hooks. You're gonna drive back through your elbow, okay? And if you have a hard time going heavy on this, get some wrist straps or some sort of straps, because your grip strength is always gonna be weaker than your back. So, always know that your back will be super weak always know that your grip strength will be super weak compared to your back. So for me personally, when I do single arm, I like to start with my weak side. So my weak side is my left side. And I do neutral grip whole time. I don't rotate, just neutral grip the entire time. My ass is half on the pad, so I get a better line of path instead of being in the center and kind of coming out from this area. So for me, it's a better line of path. Stabilize my right side with my right foot, my left side with my left foot on the pad. This guy, when I go into the set, I'm gonna make sure not to overexpose my chest and rotate out like this. That doesn't help you get any deeper into your contraction. Keeping my spine neutral, head straight, chest straight, just driving my elbow to my back. It's okay to slightly move with the cable a little bit, but you don't want to overexpose your chest and you don't want to overextend your scapula and your arm. All right, let's get into it. Strong side. And that is how I perform the seated single arm row. There's ways you can do it. Adjust to whatever works best for you. Have fun. Next movement, chest supported T-bar row. Probably my favorite back exercise at the moment. We're gonna be doing it the slightly neutral, middle pronated, I don't know what you wanna call that. Just call it neutral for me. The goal of this, push heavy weight, get a lot of reps. Start with, what's that, 115. I'm gonna give myself just a little bit longer rest. This, you really wanna make sure that your elbows nice and tight to the body. Definitely don't let them flare out all the way down. Also, make sure your chest is high enough on the pad so where your scapulas and your back can kind of round out over it, kind of covering the pad, and then driving back. A lot of people sit a little too low on this exercise and they actually can't get the full extension of the protraction of their scapulas. So sometimes it looks a little restrictive, but obviously adjust to whatever works best with you. For me, chest a little higher on this, getting over it really gets a lot of engagement. Okay, we're gonna go for 10 here. See what happens. On my chest, about halfway. All right, here we go. That was good. That was good. I think maybe I could have got, we weren't going to failure on that one, but I think I could have maybe got one more solid good one. But after that, everything would have been partials and some lower back extension, slight elevation of the chest off the pad. Good set though. Okay. We're gonna go through, it's crooked. That's better. All right, got our last working set on here. Going for 6 for failure, so I don't know, I still am not sure of how to interpret that. Whether I fail at 6 or if I get 6 completed and then everything else after that is failure partials. I kind of just do whatever makes sense at the moment. And then, yeah, that's what ends up happening. All right, we added 10 pounds, so we're at 125. We're gonna go for 6, failing at 6 or wherever. That was nice. That felt good. That was a good 6. I'm happy with that. That'll work. All right. Let's move on. We've got DB rear delt flies. I just did my first set of 14 with 20s, and frankly, 20 is too heavy, and I need to be using 15s because I can get a better feeling in that rear delt going up, and I feel like I can control the eccentric portion of that a lot better. You know, I'll get to 20s when it makes sense. Shoulders, honestly, don't need heavy weight unless you're pushing for strength. Otherwise, lightweight is better. Just control it. Tempo. Feel for it instead of just tossing shit around. All right, so with the rear delt fly, similarly to the chest supported T-bar, I'm gonna put my chest about halfway up onto this pad with half of my chest exposed, the other half supported. In this, for me, it's important to not keep your elbows back like this and go out. I have a better time contracting my rear delt when I allow my elbows to flare out. For me, my rear delts just got activated. I don't know why. I don't really know how to explain that one quite yet. I don't think I should even try, but elbows out for me, and then just swing those elbow straight up. Lead with the elbow, right? Similarly to a lateral raise, lead with your elbows, not your wrists. Let's get into it. We got 12. All right. I don't know if you can see my rear delt, but this exercise gets me firing. Second to last set, so I'm not going to failure yet. Good set. Again, for my back days, I don't know why, but I just always lack on my left side with contraction. But, you know, still feeling good. Still feel like my left lat is full. But, I don't know. Feeling great, though, regardless. I don't know if you can see the rear delt on this side. Looks good. Switch up the last set of the rear delt fly. We're going to do it on the chest-supported T-bar. We're going to see how this feels. It looks pretty. It looks colossal. Oh, let's do it. Lightweight.
There you go.
How are we doing this? Come up on the top one there.
Chest supported, right? What I like to do is I like to hold the dumbbells towards there, and then there. You're gonna imagine like you're pushing outwards with your pinkies. Remember, you're not engaging your traps. You're gonna go as far as you can, pushing outwards. Just, yeah.
Okay.
So go a little further, and then just angle them like you're pushing through your pinkies.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Like you have two walls closing in, you're pushing them out. Away from them.
Keep those hands dumped down.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. You got it. Push.
Give me the 20s. Let's see what's up with that. Yes, sir.
There you go.
Oh. Oh.
You got it. Let's go.
2, 3. Oh, that's it. Oh. That's nice.
You're nice.
Oh. There's a lot of blood to the skull on that one. Whew. But the separation, that was worth it, dude. Thank you. That was fire. Oh shit. That was legitness. That was legitness. Respect, Mickey. Thank you. All right. Right now we're gonna get into single arm cable curls. I'm sorry. We're gonna get into single arm cable hammer curls. I don't use a grip or anything. I just grab the little ball at the end of the attachment. Just go from there. So I'll start with my right side so you guys can see it. Neutral grip. I like to stand a little bit further away from the stack so I get this full extension of my arm. Rolling my shoulder back into place, but allowing my arm to shift forward, getting full extension in the bicep, full lockout of the elbow, and go into it. One, keeping my elbow in the same exact spot, shoulder same spot.
No, I'm trying to explain to them what they're asking me to do. I can't do like. They're asking me to do something that doesn't technically make sense, but they're not listening.
8. Ooh. All right, switch to the other side as safely as possible. Same thing. Make sure your toes are facing forward, spine's neutral. 6, 8. Nasty exercise. You know, the dumbbell works great, but if you're going straight down, you lose tension of your biceps about right here. Unless you're kind of out here like this and going from here, you lose tension about right here if you go straight down to the side. So the cable's nice. It keeps tension the entire time by forcing your elbow to lock out, and you're still keeping tension on that, and that's why you stand further back from the cable. Full extensions. You're in my head. I'm so ugly. All right. Right now, we've got dumbbell curls, dumbbell bicep curls. Point of these, supinate your hand, right? External rotation of the wrist, boom. You wanna really try to force that pinky to the other side. You're gonna get a nice tight contraction in here. You can think of when your hands are like this, you're gonna be expanding your bicep this way. When your hands are like this, you're gonna be lengthening your bicep, filling up the meaty part of this, right? Right now we're building, with this exercise, we're building thickness. These build peaks. That's one way to think about it. All right, so again, controlled for these. I'm alternating, so I'm going down to my side. You can argue that, you still need tension. So if I wanted to, I could keep my hands out here and keep that tension on my bicep. But because of how tired I'll get, I know that's probably not a good idea. Or I could do that, just drop the weight, but not doing that today. We're gonna go 30 pounds each side. I'm gonna go for about 16, which is about 8 reps each arm. Go from there. Shoulders back, chest exposed, toes forward. Control. Oh. 8. Halfway. Oh. Great set. 16 good ones and then a couple partials at the end there. Felt good. My biceps are extremely tight right now, but I love that. All right. That concludes the pull day. Let's go check out the pump.